Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the People's Choice announcement. Um, but before we actually get to that, there are a couple other things that I wanted to go through. We'll just wait a minute or two, see if anybody joins us. Um, but there are a few things that I want to go over tonight before we make the final announcement of the five finalists for the People's Choice. Cap, thanks for coming in. Remy Q, thanks for joining. So yeah, like I said, we're going to get started with just a couple brief announcements, some updates on the CBC awards, and then announce the five finalists for the People's Choice Awards. So let me just go through some of the information. I mean, first of all, I just want to thank everybody. Thank obviously all of the people who have voted and continue to support support the awards. I really do appreciate that. Sith, thanks for joining. Um, like I'm saying, I want to just thank everybody who continues to vote and support the awards. It is much appreciated. And thank you to the sponsors, Cover Price and My Comic Shop. They have donated some gifts that will be included once the winners are announced and prizes go out. Gary B, thanks for coming in. So definitely thank Cover Price and My Comic Shop, for sponsoring the awards and donating gifts for all of the winners. I'm still looking for donations. So if anybody is willing to donate, comic books or comic book related stuff that we can include in the prize packs for the winners, I've started to put some stuff together on my own. There's going to be a trophy. I don't like the word trophy. It's going to be an award. It's not going to be one of those participation trophies. So, hey guys, yeah, thanks everybody for jumping in. Just catching up on the chat here. Everybody saying hello, checking in. Evil's here. Free key. Thanks, guys. I do appreciate you coming in. Like I'm saying, thank you to everybody. Thank you to the sponsors. And, like I said, if anybody's willing to donate, I'm trying to put together some nice prize packs. I have some comics, maybe some art. There will be an award, an actual statue that'll be given to each of the winners. So, I do appreciate that. And if anybody, like I said, anybody's willing to donate. But let's get in. I want to kind of keep this short tonight. I'm sorry, I keep looking off. I have my notes here. So, but I want to try to keep it short. I have to update the website so that we can start to get the voting and things in. So I just want to break down some of the numbers on the People's Choice, how many people voted and sent in nominations, things like that, so that it's very that we're very transparent here. So the one thing to note is there were 186 nominations that came in. So 186 votes that came in for various channels. That's a lot less than we did see in the original round of voting. But these are the numbers that came in, with as much positive and negative information that's been out about the awards. But that's what came in. So that's what was tallied. I went through and just looked at any votes that were duplicate, and there were even some votes in there that weren't real votes. They were just comments to me to tell me where to go. So when I boiled those things down, took out any duplicates and took out any of the things that were not votes, there were 168 total nominations votes. And so of those 168, there were 54 different channels that were represented in that number. So 54 different channels. I know there's a ton more channels out there. I'm subbed up to probably 600 channels right now, and 550 of them are comic book related channels. So, it does seem like a low number, but this is what came in from the community. So we're going to go with it. 54 unique channels that were nominated. And so now we boil it down to 5 finalists. And the one good thing about, the finalist list, I had the committee, look over the numbers that came in. So they verified everything was, and this was the correct list. That was, nothing funny going on with the numbers. So I do appreciate the committee's work, taking the time to help me validate the information. So just trying to catch up on the chat here. Grow together. And, one thing to note too, I was just watching a video before I got on here on the live stream. Evil Mike just dropped a video. And if you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's about the community growing together. It's an idea that Travis from Promiscuous Time, I'm messing that up, Time Traveler put together, Kyle, about a Google Doc to help support all of the great comic book channels in our community. So everybody always talks about, great community, and this is, we're so supportive of one another, and we are. So just go check out that video. And there's a Google Doc that has been started to help self-promote all of the great channels in the community. So it's really a good idea, and I think all of us should take advantage of it. I just went through the list real quick. I think I subbed up probably 8 or 10 channels that I was not subbed up to that weren't on my radar. So definitely need to check that out. It was a great idea. I mean, I think it was last Friday. There was a bunch of live streams and chats going on, and people, there was a couple ideas thrown out. The Google Doc was one. There were a couple other ideas, but it was just a really good. It reminded me of why the community is so great. There were so many good things and ideas being thrown out, discussions happening. So, I mean, that's happening, all the time. Right, Chop? It was a good idea. So like I said, I want to try to keep this short because I do have to do some updates on the website and, send some stuff out on Instagram. So I got a little bit of work to do tonight. So I'm going to, before I announce the 5 finalists for People's Choice, I just want to let you know that there's going to be 2 ways to vote, and I'll update it tonight on the website. If you've already submitted your votes for the other 10 categories, there'll be a single way that you can just vote for the People's Choice. If you haven't submitted your votes for the other 10 categories, I will add it in there as well. So depending on where you are, if you've previously voted, you can just vote for People's Choice. If you haven't voted at all, you'll be able to vote for all 11 categories. So there'll basically be two options on the main page, the main home screen of the website, which is down below, cbcawards.org. It's down in the description as well. That information will be out there. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. Empire, thanks for joining. Yeah, please let me know. I've also mentioned it a few times in some of my updates. If anybody has any questions about the awards, please reach out to me. If anybody's willing to have me on one of their live streams or channel to discuss the awards, happy to do that. I just want to make sure, and I think we're past some of the early bumps, and I think everybody's hopefully on the same page. I haven't heard too many rumblings out there in the last week or so, so I'm happy that things have quieted down. And we're moving along, but I'd be happy to jump on somebody's channel to discuss anything about the awards. Let me know. The idea is really just to be to have a good time with this, celebrate the community. But like I said, happy to clarify or jump on and discuss it just to make sure everybody's on the same page. So why don't I think I've covered all of the stuff that I wanted to cover before we actually get to the 5 finalists. So I want to go ahead and just read those to you guys. So here are the 5 finalists for the People's Choice Awards. And up first, we have AR Comics. If you don't know, AR Comics channel is one of the larger channels, does great, weekly breakdowns of comic books, new comic books that are coming out, and reviews. He was just on Small Town Collectibles, did a great interview if you want to know a little bit more about him. So AR Comics is our first finalist. Second up is List Eman. He's another channel that does, hauls and videos. He's in a lot of some of the other group hangouts and talks. So definitely check out his channel. Comics Will Break Your Heart is number 3. So Jennifer, she's been on, you've seen, she's got a great channel herself, but you've seen her on Comics with Bueller, Coffee and Comics, the Monday show. She's filled in a few times. It's a great channel. So it's awesome that we have some females represented in the awards. So it's really, I was really excited to see that she got a ton of votes and became one of the finalists. So the fourth one is Manny NYC. He's part of the New York Warriors crew. I don't think Manny's done a lot of content on his own channel recently, but he's all over. I saw some stuff from him this weekend with New York City Comic Con. He's in the New York Warriors, chats. So definitely check him out. Definitely provides a unique perspective. So it's great to have, somebody else represented in the finalists that we haven't seen before. And then last but not least is MJ Comics. Now, MJ Comics is I'm not sure exactly where he's located, but he's definitely not in the States. He's somewhere, outside of the United States, I can tell by his accent. So definitely check out MJ Comics. So that's it. Those are the 5. So AR Comics, List Eman, Comics Will Break Your Heart, Manny NYC, and MJ Comics. So congratulations to all of those finalists. Like I said, so that's 5 of the finalists. There were 49 other channels that got votes and nominations that did not make the cut. So a pretty good number of channels. Hopefully next year we'll get those numbers way up. So yeah, MJ is definitely in the U. Yeah, I could tell by his accent that he was not in the United States, but I wasn't exactly sure where he was. So yeah, so congratulations to everybody who has been nominated. Like I said, I'm excited that we have 5 new channels being represented in the awards. So I'm going to get the voting up on the website as soon as I end this live stream. I'm going to go edit that so everybody can start to vote for these channels. I'm trying to think. I thought there was something else I wanted to mention about that. So no, I'll get that up. This evening. Thanks for coming in. Get that up, edited. Edited the website. I'll get an Instagram post out as well, so the winners or the finalists are aware, because I don't see any of them in the live stream tonight. And I thought there was one other thing. I'm just going back to my notes. I thought there was something else that I wanted to mention. I'm not sure, but like I said, we will get that updated and edited website this evening so that everybody can start to get their votes in. Oh, I know what I wanted to mention. We are about 5 weeks away for voting. So voting closes for all 11 categories on November 13th, Saturday, November 13th. So we're about a little bit less than 5 weeks away from wrapping up the voting. So if you haven't voted yet, please go in, go to the website that's listed right down below on the scroll here and get your vote in. I know most of the, I'm pretty sure that most of the channels that are here in the chat have voted. But if you haven't, please do, and tell your friends. Right. The idea is we want to try to get as many votes as possible. The last time I took a look at the vote count for the current 10 finalists. There were just about 450 votes that have come in, but now they're voting for 10 different categories. So it's about 4,500 different votes that have been received, because the ballot right now is 10 categories, and I'll add the 11th tonight. So I think we have a pretty good number of votes coming in. Maybe we can get that number to 600-700 in the next couple of weeks. I'm hopeful. So tell your friends, tell whoever's watching our channels, let them know. I'm trying to do my best to promote it. I'm posting out on Instagram at least daily with updates, tagging people in there. And then every Saturday morning, I'm doing some shout outs and a awards update. So I'm trying to provide as much information as possible, and willing to jump on anybody's channel to discuss it. Just let me know if you have any questions, anything I can do to help answer any questions, and get the word out as far as we can. I'm willing to do that. So like I said, a little bit under 5 weeks to get those votes in. November 13th, Saturday, November 13th is when things close. That'll give myself and the committee a few weeks to tally up all the winners for each of the 11 categories, and then the winners will be announced on Saturday, December 4th. Just making sure my dates are right. Yep, Saturday, December 4th. So I think that's about it. I'm going to wrap up. Joe, thanks for coming in. Going to wrap it up tonight so I can go do some of the other work I need to take care of. But congratulations again to the 5 finalists for People's Choice. And somebody actually mentioned it to me. They're like, well, aren't all the awards People's Choice? Well, yes, they are, right? They're all votes from the community. So in fact, they all are People's Choice awards. But I wanted to come up with one more category to add, that we could capture some of the channels that maybe have been missed during the first round of voting. Again, congratulations to Go Dodgers, all right, to the 5 channels: AR Comics, List Eman, Comics Will Break Your Heart, Manny NYC, and MJ Comics. Thanks, guys. Congratulations again. Thanks for all of the votes. I got to go do some more editing and homework on the website. So I appreciate everybody who jumped in tonight. And I will have the latest update coming up this Saturday, and my Saturday morning shout outs and CBC award update. So have a great night, guys. Thanks very much.